welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this battle has got underway without any waiting time, and we've got a GW Tiger P, the Tier 8 German SPG, and we're on Fisherman's Bay, North Spawn, and it's being commanded by Goliath Killer 1. Well, this is quite a slow Arty, I'm afraid. Does struggle to move about. It is, after all, the Porsche chassis. And he's into position now and ready to go. Okay, quite a lot of enemies have been spotted down the southeast corner of the map, but we're now not seeing them. Oh. Maybe we'll see that only for another couple of seconds. Rounds out. He actually hit the object 257 for 563 hit points. Sorry my laughter there, but he aimed at one tank, the Oni, and he hits another one. And that's happened twice today. I actually saw the Salty Jedi actually do one of those. He fired at an AMX-40 and he actually hit a T-28 who occupied the same position the AMX-40 had been a few seconds before. It's just so funny when you fire at one tank and you hit another one. Quite comical, you might say. Okay, we've got a group of tanks there, but he's going to hit the corner of the building. Yes, he did. I can see that happening already, I'm afraid. When you've got such a narrow angle like that, it makes it really difficult. Seeing as most of the enemy forces are actually coming up one side of the map, it might be easier for him to actually go where the M12 has gone, or the Crusader, because you get a better angle on those tanks that are coming up the eastern side. But the other thing is that the west side of the map appears to be fairly clear. So if he was to devote his attention to the T26 E4 down on the west side and the remaining RT, was it the other medium there, which I think is a type, is it a type 52? Type 59, sorry. If he was to pay his attention to those, he might be able to move further down the map. And he gets a lovely shot there on the Oni. That was the one he originally fired at. He's finally made contact with him. That was 452 hit points, and he's picked up some stun assists since. And he's relocating. Dialing in the aim. Looks like it's going to go for that 257, which is the first one he hit, funnily enough. Oh, now that IS is just too close to that 257, I think, at the moment. If he was to fire, yep. Oh, he does get a good hit, but I think he's stunned the IS in the process, so he may end up with a penalty there. He did get all the remaining stun assist off the 257. Now, which one's he going to go for? Well, the 4202 would be the most open, but as I still say, those enemy tanks down the west side, the T26E4, the Type 59, and somebody is already indicating those. In fact, yes, it's actually Goliath Killer who's indicating those two, so he is now paying attention to those tanks, because they've beaten off most of the attackers at that end. Oh, lovely direct hit on the Type 59. He judged that just right, because it moved forward right into the path of the shell. Any longer on the aim or any closer to the Type 59 when he fired, and it probably would have gone over the top of the tank, but he got it just right. Now we've lost sight of them because there's nobody spotting other than the ISC 152 and the AMX CDC. There's nobody else there, and of course the Object 704, but there's nobody close enough, and he's going to have difficulty trying to fire over the lip because he's in a bowl and he's trying to fire up over the edge of the bowl that he's in order to shoot at them. And you see, you can only shoot at close range targets. When you're in a dip like that, it is usually best to come out of the dip to fire at a target, because you're just too close to them. And if he was actually located on the east side of the map now, oh, the enemy just lost their Type 59. But if he was actually on the middle or the east side of the map, he'd find it much easier to fire at that Object 430 and T26E4. He's staying in the bowl, but he's moving to the very back. Now, that will alleviate some of the problem, but he just knocked that tree down, and of course that's going to alert the enemy Arty to where he is. There are 3 enemy Artys, and you can bet your bottom dollar they are looking in this area for an enemy Arty tracer, because of course this is the area that most Arty use. Now, there is only 3 Arty left, and there's the M12. One round out. Long time to fly, but he hits it square, fair and square, 350 hit points. It was looking in this direction when he fired, so maybe he was actually trying to line up a shot on Goliath Killer. There's the other M12. He's making it across the battlefield, but I think the T71 is going to get to him first, or maybe the T54 Mod 1. No, T54 Mod 1's is stationary. It will be the T71 who gets there first. He's still going after that Striv, waiting for the aim to waiting for the load to finish, and he's ready. Runs out. Well, it landed nearby. I'm pretty sure he would have picked up some stun assist, at the very least some splash damage, but it just went unsighted right at the moment the shell landed, so we don't know how much damage it did. The M12 was about to get wiped out by the T54. We lost the T71. He actually, the M12 shotgunned him. And the M12 has been taken out by the T54. So, now we've just got the Striv. And he's the last remaining enemy. And we're looking at where we think he's going to be, but I suspect that the other tanks will get over that ridgeline and they will wipe him out very quickly. Rounds out. He is indicating his target. Shells coming in. Oh, he actually did get the kill! He got the kill. His shell landed directly after that shot came in from the VK100-01, and so he splashed the Striv to death. So that was a good shot. That was well worthwhile. I was a bit worried that he might actually incur a penalty on that one for stunning one of his own tanks when it came over the ridgeline. But let's have a look at the results. Well, it was a first-class tanker for Goliath Killer 1 in the GW Tiger P, and he also picked up a Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. In fact, he got 12 in this one, so he did do a lot of effort, put a lot of effort into it. He got the highest score on damage, 2,955 hit points. But he didn't get the high caliber. Now we'll see in the next page why. He then also picked up 2 kills, which put him joint second on that one, but a little further down the table. And when it came to base XP, he was third on the list with 984 experience points. But this is where we'll find out. Oh no, he didn't get fines. So the reason he didn't get the high caliber must have been that he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit points. That may have been the reason why. Okay, so he fired 8 rounds, got 5 direct hits, 5 penetration, 4 splash. Damage of 2,955 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 5 of the enemy, but killed 2 of them. He also did damage, stun assistance damage of 723 hit points off 6 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 30,549 credits. And after ammunition resupply of 16,640, he was left with 13,909. He received 984 base XP, but it was ×2 for the first victory, and he had a personal reserves going at the same time, so he actually picked up 3,936. So it was a pity that he didn't pick up the high caliber. He did actually do enough damage to, well, warrant it. You know, 2,955 is quite a large amount of damage, actually, if you think about it. But it just can't have been 20% of the enemy team's hit points, so that's probably why he missed out in this case. Oh well, maybe next time. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.